On October 1st, 2021, the 12th season of Blue Bloods, a police procedural drama series, premiered on CBS. The season, which lasted 20 episodes, ended on May 6, 2022. Now, there is no question that this season took the fans of Blue Bloods by storm. For over a decade, this police drama has captivated the world, and thankfully, there is already another season in the works. Stay tuned to find out everything you need to know about the ending of Blue Bloods Season 12 and what we can expect in the seasons to come. First up, the ending of Season 12, Blue Bloods Explained. Before we dive into the Season 12 finale, first, some great news. During the second half of Season 12, fans of Blue Bloods finally got what they were desperately hoping for. CBS has greenlit Season 13 of Blue Bloods. The network's confirmation that the Reagans will return for another season is welcome news because Season 12 ends with some shocking events and cliffhangers that beg to be explored in future episodes. The Season 12 finale, in particular, reveals that significant changes are on the way for attorney Erin Reagan and Danny's partner, Detective Maria Baez. How exactly will Erin and Baez's lives be forever altered? Let's take a deeper dive into the Season 12 finale of Blue Bloods. In the finale, Silver Linings, we see the Reagans work together, but also clash. The Reagans are enjoying one of their traditional Sunday dinners together in the final scene of Season 12, Episode 20, titled Silver Linings. When we looked at what the family goes through before their big meal, it's a wholesome moment, but it's also hard-earned. One of the major plot lines in the final episode involves two separate investigations that intersect. First up, Danny and Baez are investigating a pregnant woman who was in the witness protection program. The woman suddenly dies after an unexpected bomb explodes in her home, but her baby miraculously survives. Meanwhile, Jamie Reagan collaborates with his nephew Joe Hill on a case in which the two are desperately searching for a teenage girl who has been human trafficked. Because the two cases are linked, we get to see an awesome dynamic of the teams joining forces. When they find the missing adolescent, everything comes to a head because she is carrying a bomb. Danny, assisted by Jamie and Joe, are in charge of successfully defusing the bomb. It's a great scene with the Reagan family willing to put their lives in danger together for the greater good of those around them. However, not all Reagans are on the same page. Erin finds herself caught between her father, Frank, and her boss, the current district attorney. The conflict stems from the DA's new policy of classifying armed robbery as a misdemeanor, which Frank publicly criticizes. Frank and Erin eventually reach an agreement, but their agreement is contingent on Erin running for district attorney herself. Furthermore, in the Season 12 finale, we also see Baez become a mother. The future of Blue Bloods fan favorite Detective Baez was shrouded in mystery this season. Fans had the impression that Baez would be met with significant change. However, for a brief moment, some speculated that Baez would leave the series. So during Season 12, fans couldn't help but notice that Baez didn't get as much screen time as per normal. Firewall, the season's 9th episode, did little to relieve any fears about Baez's future in the show. The episode, which resulted in her biggest mistake yet in her career, left her wounded, and fans wondering if they were witnessing Detective Baez's final days. However, in the finale, we see that Baez hasn't left her partner or the police force. She is, however, a new mother. Baez adopts a child of a witness who was killed in an explosion. While holding the child, she tells Danny that she had never considered becoming a mother, but couldn't stop thinking about the baby after seeing her for the first time. It's a heartwarming surprise that no one expected, and it does raise one major question for the character next season, which we hope is addressed. How will Baez manage being a single parent while also working as a cop? Finally, we see Erin decide to run for the district attorney. For much of Season 12, the possibility of Erin finally stepping up her career by running for Manhattan district attorney lingers. In the episode Protective Instincts, Frank considers a job transfer to the NFL as senior vice president of security. Throughout the rest of the season, Erin has several run-ins with the current district attorney. She is completely committed to running until the episode Reality Check. Erin begins to wonder what her obsessive focus on her career has and will cost her in regard to her personal life. And then, in the final episode, those personal doubts seem to only resurface. In one scene, Erin makes a confession to Frank that her greatest fear about running for district attorney is losing. At first glance, this moment seems to be Erin's definitive way of finally abandoning the idea. However, we don't think that will be the case, and we hope Season 13 will tell us more about her potential future career plans. Next up, everything you need to know about Season 13 of Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods fans are still overjoyed following last week's big news. As previously reported, the popular police procedural series, which is the third longest-running CBS scripted show, has been officially renewed for a historic 13th season, which both fans and the cast majorly appreciate. So when can we expect Season 13 to be released? Well, if history is any guide, the 13th season will arrive in about 5 months. While no official Season 13 premiere date has been announced, it's safe to assume that the series will continue on its current schedule while maintaining its committed cast, who have now worked together on 250 episodes. Next up, what can we expect from the storyline? At this point, we can only speculate on what will happen in Blue Bloods Season 13, but we just can't help but wonder what the future holds for certain plot lines that were never finished after the season 12 finale. What is going to happen to Danny and Baez? Will Anthony Abitamarco return to the Reagans' Sunday night dinners? Will we see a lot more of Joe this season? What will become of Erin's career? Now, we know we're not the only ones concerned about the Blue Bloods' future. After all, the popular series was renewed for another season due to the fact it averages 9.81 million viewers per episode, making it currently the fourth most watched non-sports show on television. Impressive, right? Needless to say, viewers and fans all over the globe are excited to see what happens next. Will there be any promos for the next season soon? As much as we'd like to have more video content to dive into sooner rather than later, the reality is that we're still months away from anything like that. This is not a show that rushes into anything, mostly because they don't have to. For years, CBS has promoted Blue Bloods in a very specific way, and the reality has remained the same. It works. They don't need to make many changes if they are currently pleased with the end result. Given that season 13 will most likely premiere in late September or early October, we'd expect to see a promo or teaser a couple of weeks into September. Fingers crossed. Finally, how many more seasons of Blue Bloods can we expect in the future? First things first, we know that Blue Bloods season 13 will premiere on CBS sometime this fall, but what else beyond this season is there to look forward to? We understand that by this point in the show's run, you as a viewer may begin to consider the long-term future of Blue Bloods. There are reasons to believe that we are nearing the end of the show rather than the beginning, seeing as it has been going for over a decade. Furthermore, filming in New York can be costly, as can working with the same cast of characters for years on end. Additionally, headliner Tom Selleck is currently 77 years old, and many are wondering if there will come a time when he wants to call it quits and retire. However, the main reason CBS will keep it for the time being is simple: easy money. Despite the cost, it still generates high ratings, and the show is not produced by a third party. They also don't have to spend a lot of money on marketing or promotion because Blue Bloods has a loyal fan base that returns year after year. When all of this is taken into account, it's safe to assume that the show will continue for as long as Selleck and the rest of the main cast want it to. While networks are frequently the ones who decide when to cancel shows, we're not sure if that will be the case here. There's nothing we can imagine CBS replacing it with that would generate anywhere near the same ratings week after week. In terms of how many more seasons we can expect, well, nothing has been confirmed, but various viewers online believe, due to the age of some cast members and how many seasons we have already, surely 1 or 2 seasons are left for the Blue Bloods franchise. And there you have it, everything you need to know about the ending of Blue Bloods season 12 and some of the biggest moments. Additionally, we also touched on need-to-know info regarding season 13. Make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.